2, 3. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Deep Dive with Josh Kelley. Let's get a round of applause. Thank you all so much for coming. We're excited to have a great show for you. If you have not done so already, please scan the QR code with your cell phone that is on the projector currently, and you can answer some great questions that will be incorporated into the show. We'd like to thank Coffee Underground for hosting this lovely event. And without further ado, let's welcome Josh Kelley to the stage.
How are we doing tonight, everybody? There's only like 10 people in here, but I'm gonna host this shit like it's a million of you in here. Let me get a woo on this side. Let me get a woo on this side. Awesome. Oh, my name is Josh Kelley. I'm the guy. Next slide, please. Sam, help me. Sam, next slide. I'll just go ahead, y'all. I'll start off my spiel. Welcome to Deep Dive, y'all. Tonight we'll be playing a game where our selected players will be answering trivia questions to receive points from me, Josh Kelley. The little gremlin that wrote them. These are actually little gremlin questions, and you'll all be watching a little gremlin game. But you might actually learn something along the way. You know, I'll be doling out points based on creativity and accuracy, and we'll see some improvised scenes along the way. We might ask you for some suggestions along the way, but we got most of what we needed up top. If you happen to know the answers, feel free to murmur to yourselves and like a secret from our players. And all y'all have to do is just sit back and enjoy as we deep dive into National Corn on the Cob Day. Let's introduce our players up. We got Katie Steenerson. Come on up. We got Chris Miller. Come on up. And we got Andrea Reeps. Come on up. Awesome. We're just going to dive straight in. Next slide, please. What's your favorite cereal? What's your favorite cereal? This is like the point where I kind of, I interact with the audience for a second, but, All right, Katie, you're ready. Let's get your first name. Count Chocula. Very nice, sweet. All right, Vex, you look the most ready after that. Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer? Oh, I get it. I get it there. Like a serial killer. Vex on the board with 1 point. One. All right, Andrea. All there.
I love it when the roof of my mouth is braided too. Wait till the next day, you get a real treat when you go to the bathroom. Ooh!
Mine's actually creamed corn.
Oh! Wow!
Oh!
Wait, what?
Are you just eat it?
What are you doing?
Yes.
That's not
Yes.
Bob. Once you finish it, will you wear that like a hat?
I won't, but yeah.
Oh.
Look at that! Look at that ho-ho. Emphasis on the word ho.
Today, we're celebrating National Corn on the Cob Day. It's celebrated every June 11th. Sorry, the first sentence on the Wikipedia entry about corn is, corn is a stalked-out grass that produces cereal grain. I read that. I never heard the term cereal grain before, so I had like a brain blast. I was just like, oh, they call it breakfast cereal because it's like made out of corn and shit. So, can you go to the next question? Next slide. It's National Corn on the Cob Day. One more slide, please.
Yeah!
Our next question. What was the first trademarked breakfast cereal? I also got... Put that aside there. I got corn facts.
Oh.
I got corn facts for y'all. Did y'all know that corn was domesticated over 9,000 years ago Ancient Mesoamerican cultures bred teosinte into early maize. The cultivation was central to the rise of civilizations like the Maya and the Aztec. Great.
Wow.
Katie, you look like you're ready. Cornflakes. Possibly.
Cornflakes.
Oh, how about Troy?
Oh, beautiful.
Next.
It's a long answer, but it's the correct one.
Ah!
Oh.
Kellogg's very sad, unfun corn flavorless flakes. No choice. Next. You might be starting off a little bit of knowledge today because we're going to take a deep dive into Kellogg's today. Our next slide, please. We're all wrong. We're all wrong. It's flavor oats. Yeah.
And unfun.
In 1877, Ferdinand Schumacher adopted the Quaker symbol, the first registered trademark for a breakfast cereal. The acceptance of horse food for human consumption encouraged other entrepreneurs to enter the industry. Now breakfast cereals have come around to mean big boxes of colorful sugary food. Corn. All right, next slide, please. Now, what was the first cereal packaged in a box? Corn facts. You know, there's a lot of, like in the previous iterations of Deep Dive, there's like a lot of dead air where I'm just like, oh, hey everybody. But I don't want to interact with you too much today. Corn was considered sacred by many Native American tribes. The three sisters, corn, beans, and squash, were grown together in a symbiotic trio. Corn provided a stalk for the beans, while the squash shaded the ground. Oh, that's a neat thing. I didn't know that before. All right, how are we feeling, y'all? How are we feeling?
Not very confident.
All right, Andrea, you got a big old smile on your face. Let's check it out.
King Vitamin.
King Vitamin.
What is that? I'm old.
All right. Katie.
I think this time it is cornflakes, but I already said that, so I put Lieutenant Crunch, like before he became captain.
All right. Don't erase that yet. Don't erase that yet.
Okay.
Next. Grape nuts.
Disgusting grape nuts.
All right.
It's like aquarium gravel and you're full.
Nice. All right. All right. I would like to see a scene. This is an improv show at its heart. I don't have to explain that to most of you because you've seen it already. But I'm going to go ahead and explain it like nobody's ever seen it before. This is an improv show at its heart. These silly little answers are going to inspire improv scenes that I'm going to address right now. Andrea, you're going to be King Vitamin.
Okay.
And I want to please explain what that is in the scene. and Katie, you're going to be Lieutenant Crunch. Lieutenant Crunch, not Captain Crunch. Very different. You're just interacting. It's just a day. For you to hop up and use the space.
Majesty.
Bow to the King Vitamin.
Oh.
Vitamin
My
D.
apologies.
If you eat all your breakfast big and strong, you will be promoted.
Oh, yes, Majesty, but I'm afraid the enemy sank all of our ships.
Sank the ships.
Yes, Majesty.
This is horrible. How will you be promoted and we win the war? I must think.
Oh.
Ow! We must come up with a plan. But first, I'm tired. I
Yes,
must
Majesty.
eat something for sustenance.
Perhaps you would said this cereal went kind of stale and very, very hard while it was aboard ship, but it's all I have. Chew it carefully, Majesty.
Thank you, I will.
See. I'm gonna give Andrew a little point there. Give both of y'all a point. There we go. Perfect. All right. Next slide, please, Sam. It was cornflakes. You shouldn't have erased your answers. So yeah, I brought corn back around too. Hell yeah. Doing a good job. Doing a good job. All right. The cereal was first created by Next slide. William Keith Kellogg and John Harvey Kellogg in 1894 for patients at the Battle Creek Sanitarium where they worked. The breakfast cereal proved popular amongst the patients, and Kellogg subsequently started what became the Kellogg Company to produce cornflakes for the wider public. Next slide, please. That's the Battle Creek Sanitarium. Now, there's a commonly, not so commonly known theory about why these two Seventh-day Adventists invented the cereal. Next slide, please. What's the theory? If you know, you know. Yeah. Did you know that corn grows fast? It goes up to 3 inches per day.
Wow.
Yeah. Under ideal conditions, they grow over 7 feet tall in just 60 days.
Whoa.
Yeah. More facts. All right. Katie, you seem ready.
It cured the sanitarium patients who were looking for Cocoa Puffs.
You're getting a point for that. You're getting a point for that all day long. All day long. All right, Andrea.
Saturday is Sunday, which is why cartoons on Saturday morning go best with cereal. With me?
I don't know that I am. Explain.
A Seventh-day Adventist goes to church on Saturday.
Saturday,
That's the
Oh,
Sabbath.
we're
That's
all
technically-
learning.
Oh, we're all learning something today.
And they're also usually vegetarian, hence
Yeah.
the popularity of corn.
Yes. Yes. All right, great. Andrew, you're getting a point for
Thanks.
teaching me something.
Thanks, I'm not Seventh-day Adventist.
Saturday is Sunday.
Saturday is Sunday.
Vex, show us your
Okay,
answer.
here's
please.
my theory: is zero fun equals great health,
Oh,
and that includes
no food.
no good food,
Ah.
no parties, and no self assistance.
That is. I'm going to give you a point for that. I'm going to give you a point
When
for
you're
that.
sad about your food, you don't want to help
Next
yourself.
slide, please. Next slide. To keep boys from cranking their hogs.
This is what innuendo.
Actually, Vex, I'm going to give you 2 points because.
Because I watched the movie The Road to Wellville with Anthony Hopkins and Matthew Broderick.
That's also why graham crackers were invented. You know what? Katie, you get a point for that.
To punish yourself.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Also, he was really into poop and what it looked like.
Now this isn't actually true. While John, more slide. There we go. Look at that guy. This isn't actually true. And while John Harvey Kellogg did despise masturbation and sex as a whole for the Maddox,
Good guy.
He was celibate with his wife the entire time they were married. They had never consummated their marriage.
They adopted children,
Yeah.
like 12 of them.
Cornflakes were created as a health food to stave off what prominent issue at the time? Next slide. What were they actually trying to fix? What were they actually trying to fix, y'all? all right, thanks. You're already ready.
As I said, he was into poop. He was
Oh.
trying to fix constipation.
Katie.
Oops, all tuberculosis.
Oh. One thing about deep dive is uproarious laughter gets you a point. Absolutely.
Sex.
I'm not gonna give you a
Trying to
point
fix
for
the
that.
problem of
Oh,
sex.
yeah.
Probably it was.
All right. Next slide, please. Indigestion. I'll give you a point for. I'll give you like a half point for constipation. Because, you know, constipation, right? Because it's like, it's the main.
It does have a point. You can't squeeze out anything more than that.
I'll finish off the rest of the point for you. Get the rest of the point.
Hooray! I feel regular now.
All right, one more slide. Yay! The Mount Creek Sanitarium was a health facility. It was run by a couple of crazy Christian kooks, but it was pretty legit. They promoted crazy ideas like getting fresh air, exercise, and a vegetarian diet. You know, they had like light therapy for seasonal depression. Completely reasonable things like getting regular sleep, electroshock therapy, and the yogurt enema. If you didn't want a bunch of yogurt pumped up your ass, they would put you in a machine that pumped 14 quarts of water a minute into you.
Oh my God!
I would like to see a scene. Thanks. Do you want to be the doctor or the patient?
What game are we playing?
You're the patient. You're a
I'll be
patient.
the
You've got so many ailments.
I am
And
very
Andrea, you're one of the doctors, and you got some
Right.
crazy ass ways of fixing it.
Okay. Hello there.
Hey, I'm so glad you came in to see me today. Boy, have I got the solution for you. I don't even know what the problem is, and it doesn't matter. Because what we have is live cultures, pro and prebiotics, in this here vat of yogurt. I'm going to need you to get into the vat of yogurt, and we can begin to treat you.
God damn.
Yeah. It was in my car for a little while last week, but it's still, I mean, it's bubbling. It's alive.
Is that a strawberry or does it have legs?
They're both. Get in. Come on.
No,
Yeah. Get in
I
there.
came in here because I thought you was going to help me.
I am going to help you.
My pain, and that ain't going to do nothing
will.
but make my pain worse.
No, it's going to crawl up in you.
I don't want it to crawl up
I want
inside
it.
me.
Listen, I got it in me, and ain't nothing wrong with me.
I only came here because you're the only provider in network that I can afford.
You both get a point for that. Lovely points all around. All right, now these are some crazy little things that they were doing. And so, with all that being said, one more slide. How did they get those rowdy young men to quit straight up jorking? How did they actually do it? Because the people didn't go there for that reason. They went there for that reason.
Aw.
Sad. Corn can't grow on its own. Corn has to have human intervention to grow. It's got to be planted. That's another corn fact. All right, is everybody ready? Andrea, start with you.
Well, you want to jerk it for them.
It's not a Catholic school. Ether or
Ether.
saltpeter.
Oh.
Oh.
What is that?
Saltpeter is what you put in the food of prisoners to make it so that they can't help themselves.
Wow.
But it's because nothing ever gets ready to
Soft.
be helped. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes.
Give me another point. I'm just learning all kinds of shit today. Katie,
But ether would just not do
you're
it.
very undecisive.
I am. Well, what I had thought, like, just have them look at the Kellogg's and their little grits and
Those sexy men. I'll accept that. One more slide, please. Chastity cages and pain applied to the region.
Oh,
Yeah.
That does not.
Now, let's get something straight. If you're going to a facility to cure your masturbation problem, and their solution is BDSM to your ass, then you know why those men are really going to there. One more slide, please. Damn, Danny Kellogg. As hell. Alright, now, one day John went on a trip, and Will decided to take cornflakes to a bigger market. So it's just, you make the cornflakes, you just press them down, and like you just serve them as is. You don't like decorate them with anything. So Will decides he wants to take it to a larger market. So far the only ingredient to cornflakes was corn. One kernel of corn mashed through a special roller made one flake, and that was it. And Will decided while John was gone that he was going to add sugar to the process. John was pissed. John was pissed off. One more slide. Why? Why was he pissed off? I was supposed to say it if you know the answer.
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding. It's not right. It's all right. It's in fact not correct. Popcorn is actually a very specific variety of corn. Only. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm excited.
Oh.
Okay, you want to see yours?
Sugar is the devil's crystal.
Oh.
Devil's crystal.
Andrea.
Sugar is the devil's
Whoa! Whoa! Thanks.
He hates fun.
Sam, one slide, please. Sugar was sinning.
Sinning is fun.
Katie and
Take it
Andrea
from
get 2
a K.
points. All right. I want to see a scene. Katie, Max. One of y'all to be the sinner, and you're in confession with the other.
Welcome, my child. How long has it been since you have been in your last confession?
Since breakfast yesterday, Father.
Okay, kid. Spill it.
Forgive me, Father. I had half a teaspoon of sugar in my boiled oats. It made me think impure thoughts. I thought about holding hands with other people.
Go on, my child.
And I took the Lord's name in vain because I got sort of crazed and I just said, Jeepers!
Excuse me. This is the house of the Lord.
I'm sorry, Father. I'm still it hasn't quite worn off yet.
Do you understand that the word Jeepers Christmas is blasphemy?
Yes, Father.
Because it's what people say instead of as in taking, I know you can barely see my face through the screen, but as in taking the name of our Lord in vain. Other variables of this are Jiminy Christmas, Jiminy Cricket, Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
Father, did you have some sugar this morning too?
Whiskey, my boy!
Points for both of you. All right. So John Kellogg was the superintendent of this mega Christian health facility, and he was trying to create a health food for people. And here comes Will throwing sugar in there and boxing it up with prizes for children. The two couldn't agree at all. It caused such a dispute between the two of them that they ended up forming separate companies with the Kellogg name, with their different recipes, and sued each other over who had the right to use their birth name. Next slide. There they are again. One more.
Woo!
Which Kellogg brother won? Go back one. There they are. Stop it. Yeah, I got corn facts for you.
Tell us about popcorn.
Popcorn. Popcorn's a very specific variety of corn. Only Zay, Maize, Verta has the right moisture and hard shell to pop under heat inside. Water turns to steam and causes the explosion. So it's a very specific study. That's interesting. That's so interesting.
How many types of corn are there?
There's like a lot of them. Did you know that a standard ear core has 800 kernels arranged in 16 rows? That's crazy.
That's just the standard one.
That's the standard.
What is the like extraordinary corn?
All right. Everybody, shut the hell up. Katie.
It was actually the secret third Kellogg brother, Chad Kellogg.
Oh.
It was the one with the comb over.
That one?
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one?
That one. Yeah.
It was like the one with the
Next.
My answer is John Harvey D's
Great
Grape
guess.
Nuts Kellogg.
Look at everybody. Next slide. Oh, one more. Will.
Well,
The younger one. The younger one. The one that put the sugar in there. The one that actually put the sugar in there. By 1909, Will's company produced 120,000 cases of cornflakes daily. All right. One more slide. Next question. Who was the first animated breakfast cereal mascot? Who was that? How are we feeling out there, y'all? I know there's hope. Love the energy. Love the energy. All right, Andrea. You look ready. Rooster.
It's a rooster. I'm gonna go to the cock on this one.
Rooster.
Yeah.
Rooster.
Rooster.
That is maroon. It's the first animated. It's like on television. First animated breakfast cereal mascot. Next, let's go with you next.
Tony Duck Tiger.
Tony Duck Tiger.
Tony
Duck Tiger.
Tony Duck Tiger.
All right, Katie.
I'm gonna say Jeepers Christmas.
Glorious laughter gets Katie a point. Unfortunately, everybody is wrong. Next slide, please. Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear!
He's from Golden
I've
Crisp.
seen him.
Yeah.
Golden Crisp, yeah.
Sugar Bear originally appeared in the 1940s as a mascot of Sugar Crisp, later known as Golden Crisp. One more slide. Now there should be a video. Turn the lights down and press play for me, please.
Oh my goodness. Oh. There's no sound.
All right, we need some sound.
Oh no!
Oh, I think it's right here. It's just cereal in this box. What's that? Oh, it's a baby. There's a fucking baby right there.
Call animal
Right.
control.
The Department of Natural Resources
Where's my gun?
gonna come in.
Man's gonna shoot his ass.
Oh,
Bitch, I'm going inside. Puzzle.
I'm on
For those sugar crisps.
Put it in the
Deep is honey.
My brother's the Kool-Aid man.
Oh,
It became real all of a
That's
sudden.
delicious.
Thanks a lot. See you later. Back here, you thief.
I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch. Ben's delicious. Yay! Who needs sound?
Who needs sounds? Who needs sounds?
Needs it.
He's got a.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa!
We'll get to that in a minute. Actually, you know what? Yeah. So, like, if we'd had sound on that, he's got a little song that he sings like, Sugar Crisp. And he just sings that as he just reaps destruction. All right. We got our first survey scene. Everybody, a lot of y'all filled a survey out before the show tonight. We're gonna get to our first one. Sam.
Yes.
We're just having audio issues.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. But
You could. Do you got the survey pulled up for me?
I do.
All right, the first question was, what's something you wish you could grow? And you could just shout it.
Sorry.
there we go.
That's why I was having. Oh, sorry.
Spoilers.
Something I wish you could grow. That is not the first question.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, the top answer is money.
Money! All right, let's see. This will be a scene for all three of you. We're just going to have the general suggestion of money.
Did you get it?
That was loud. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be that loud.
No, but did you get it?
I think so.
Okay.
But I think I broke every single vase in this bag. You know, they weren't that expensive, were they?
They were.
That's why we're stealing them.
Yeah, we wanted. They're not. We can't do a whole lot with that.
Well, maybe we could go back together or something, boys.
You can't sell glued together vases on the black market.
Nobody wants some.
Hell, I thought we was going to the junkie lot.
You can't sell glued together vases
At the jockey lot either.
Are you serious? Have you been to the junkie lot?
Some standards.
Yeah, I mean puppies.
Have you been to that Anderson junkie lot? Listen, I'm sorry, fellas. Oh, damn it. You shouldn't have even asked me. I know we're brothers and all, but y'all know I break everything. Hell, why'd you give me the breakable stuff to carry? I could have gone and got the car or something.
That was an oversight
Yeah,
on our part.
we definitely made a bad call.
Yep.
There. We should have.
I mean-
should not have.
Yep.
You could have given me all them fancy pillows.
Well, and then you try to keep them for yourself, and I just need 3 or 4 of them. And plus, they're not as heavy, and you know my back.
But pillows ain't breakable. You could have handed it to the clumsy brother.
Listen,
got a
we've made
point
some
there.
mistakes, okay?
But
Okay.
I think let's stop focusing on the past and look to the future.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, hell, that's inspiring as hell.
Let's go to that next slide. You can call me cornbread. I'm a whiskey loving. Oh boy, I sure do love me some fucking whiskey. Oh man.
Corn liquor.
Oh yeah. All right. Oh. We're gonna take you through the history of moonshining, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Starting with this right here, this is. First, we gotta take a step back to the founding of our perfect and great nation, y'all. Keep it down. Our nation that is perfect has absolutely nothing crazy going on right now. Oh, everything is absolutely normal and not crazy. That's coming from a booze up hillbilly. All right. Now, the Whiskey Rebellion was a violent protest against the 1791 federal whiskey tax. The first domestic product tax in the U.S., some might say, enacted to pay off the Revolutionary War debt. Western frontier farmers who distilled the surplus grain into whiskey fiercely opposed the tax. Next slide, Mr. Thing up there. One founding father was a huge proponent of the whiskey tax. Oh. Shut the fuck up! God dang it! I hear voices in the void. Little thing that y'all might know about me is I was there when it happened.
Oh.
Yeah. You see, I got so drunk I don't even know what year it is anymore. Oh boy. Who over there is ready? Oh. Katie!
Distracted by the little
Whoa! You distracted by what? Alright. Is anybody right? I got a corn fact for you. How about that? Corn fact right here. Alright, corn starch products than you might think. Hey boy, the thickened sausage, yes, but it's also in powdered sugar, cosmetics, batteries, and surgical gloves, even fireworks. I bet you didn't know that. Oh, Bex. Thomas Taxes are sexy Jefferson. Oh boy. Oh wait. All right, Katie, how about you over there, Andrea?
Orville Redenbach.
Oh, King famous founding father. Yeah.
Smart.
Love it. That'll be okay.
John Hancock just as an excuse to write real big.
Nice. Love that. Love that big handwriting from that great big hand man. All right. Next slide, please. Alexander Hamilton, I'm going to give the audience a point.
I'd like to change my answer to Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That's right, they don't tell you about that part in the musical. All right.
He's done everything else.
Now everybody's super pissed about that. Next slide over, Sam, please. Why were the people pissed? Why were people pissed off they ever get taxed for their whiskey?
I mean,
More corn facts for you.
yes.
More corn facts for the weight of our lovely guests over here. Some cornfields are used for mazes.
Yes.
The first corn maze was built in Pennsylvania in 1993, and now they're a fall tradition. Yeah, it's hilarious. All right, who's ready over here? Katie, let's start off with you today.
Messed up ladies' night.
Messed up ladies' night. Yeah, it did. I know, I was there.
And you tell poor people, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. Texas are an American.
Un-American. See the Boston Tea Party.
Exactly. Next slide, Sam. I mean, come on. The whiskey tax represented the first taxes imposed by the new government. And for many Western Pennsylvania farmers, whiskey was more than just a product. It was their money. They were bartering that shit. They were having to pay money to have money. Can you believe that? King George III, more like King George I. Am I right? Am I right, y'all?
Those crickets say.
We went from one king to another. Am I right, y'all? All right. People were pissed. They effectively went to war against tax collectors. On July 1794, they marched upon the house of a tax collector, John Neville. A gunfight began, followed by the burning of Neville's house. Then there was also the newly appointed tax collector, Robert Johnson, in 1791. Next slide. Oh, that's him talking about. Oh, next slide. That's the house on fire. One more. What happened to Robert Johnson? He's just a new guy. He's just a new guy. He's coming out here and he's. Oh shit. Woo!
Chug.
It's 120 million proof. All right. 60 million proof. All right. Andrea, let's start for you this time.
He learned to play the guitar.
He did learn to play the guitar. No. I like that one. I'm going to keep going. Bex.
He lost his Johnson.
Oh, no. How about you? He came up a younger era. You point to that. All right. One more slide, please. They tarred and feathered. That's him right there. Yep. I kind of think we could bring that back. When's the last time you heard of a good tar and feathering? You know, I guess you have to have like a sliver of human compassion to not do it, but you know, they were drunk all the time because water was more poisonous than whiskey back then. They had to do something. Next slide, please, Sam. What was George Washington doing about all that? That's crazy. People, me included, because I was there when it happened, going out there and you roll the guy in some glue. Roll him in glue, and then you find a duck. You find your local goose in a local pond and you just beat the hell out of the guy. That's how I did it back in my day. Back when America was great.
He was brushing his wooden
He
teeth.
brushes his wooden teeth. Maybe. Who knows? Thanks.
He was jorking.
Yeah! George Washington, no Georgia.
Jorking Washington. Jorking Washington.
That's what you call him. That's what we call him back then.
Get a drunk on all the whiskey.
You just get drunk on whiskey. No, there's actually no fact that he would start his day with a glass of whiskey, have a middle of his day with a glass of whiskey, and then end his day with a glass of whiskey. Let's go to the next one. He led an army of 13,000 men to intimidate the rebels. In 1794, after years of resistance, things boiled over with the Neville House attack and rebel militias passing near Pittsburgh. President George Washington, fed up and wanted to assert federal authority, did something no other president has done before or since, hopefully. He personally led 13,000 troops into western Pennsylvania. All right, one more slide. What did the rebels do about that? What happened? I was there, I know. About a corn fact, y'all.
Yeah.
Woo! Did you know an average American eats around 160 pounds of corn per year?
Yes.
I don't think you did. Most of it is hidden in processed food or in animal products raised on corn-based feed. So you know a lot of corn out there, y'all. You know a lot of corn. I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow. All right. All right, y'all. You, on the other end there with the right utensil. Show me what you got.
Me?
Yeah.
What did they do?
Yeah.
They went live.
They can't follow us.
The riot.
Instagram Live.
Yeah, they went live.
Katie, how
And they
about you?
gained followers
They
too.
called on Gritty to aid them.
Hold on, Gritty. I don't understand the reference, but I'll give you a point for it. Oh, yeah! We're crazy guys. Yeah.
Big orange one.
Big orange crazy guy.
Yeah. No, that's the
They
president.
ate all the corn.
Ate all the cornflakes. They ate all the damn cornflakes. No, unfortunately, that's not what happened. Next slide, please. He ran. That was the end of it. That was the end of the Whiskey Rebellion. George Washington intimidated a bunch of guys. On one hand, I'm torn. On one hand, it's George Washington. He's basically a demigod.
It's mainly just wooden teeth.
It's just, that's why he was dipped to the river Theses. His teeth. On the other hand, I was one of them rebels. So I don't know. It was bad times. Next question. Next slide. Which other founding father repealed the whiskey tax? Shut the fuck up!
You regretted it.
He regretted it so much. He went back and he changed his mind. I think he was dead at this point. I don't know. I was drinking a lot at the time. He died at some point. I know what happened in the musical. Corn is used to make ethanol fuel.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to tell you because you're being smart aleck. All right, since you're begging for it now. Corn can be made into bioplastics.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right, let's see your answers. Benjamin Franklin.
Nice.
Benjamin Franklin. Let's see. I'm just gonna get everybody's answers before we get the thing. Katie.
Admiral Crunch. You got
Promotion.
So rear
Thanks.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
He drank a lot of whiskey.
You sure did. Katie, I'm gonna give you another point for Admiral Crunch. All right, next. Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, taxes are
You should have erased your answer for early. You should have kept that answer for the next 3 questions.
Okay, good to know.
Jefferson, as president, repealed the excise tax in 1802, demonstrating his commitment to his principles. Despite the political maneuvering he had engaged in while as a Secretary of State. Oh, it warms my liver to see this beautiful thing happen. All right, y'all. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. The next slide, please. One more. Survey question. I'm going to go back into the dark void and answer our next question. All right. What's your favorite corn-based food? Sam, you got a question answer that you like a lot up there.
Yeah, Josh, I do.
Who the hell's that? I didn't get some other hillbilly to go up there.
I'm sorry, Sam's been replaced.
All right, fair enough.
It's I think it's called elote or street corn in any variety.
Street corn of any variety. Street corn. This is going to be a scene for just two of you. Bex and Andrea. Who are we going for? Street corn's going to be the thing. All right, and back into the dank void.
Whoa.
Oh, they're gonna fight.
Look out.
They're so straight. Do you know that my brother sells corn on the street? On the street? On the street. Yeah, did you know? My sister Maria eats corn on the street. On the street. On the street. On the street. Oh, does she put mayonnaise and cheese on the street? On the street. On the street. She does. That's gross. Yeah, I know. Tell her not to do that. I would. Somebody can slip. I know. It's nasty. Mayonnaise is. Yeah. It's mayonnaise. What kind of mayonnaise?
Hey.
Hey. Let me tell you about the mayonnaise that I like to put on. Well, the summer days when I make a sandwich and I put it in my face. It's delicious, yo.
Encore.
I wasn't ready yet.
Whoa, It was a tiny hat. Yeah, it was wild.
Oh, Cornbread, I heard about that guy. He might be making a return in a future show.
Oh.
You're in the Power Rangers?
No. All right. Next slide, please. Corn. Corn was my favorite band when I was an angsty teenager back in the early 2000s. They haven't been relevant since 1997. This is gonna be a corn roast. I'm sorry. If you enjoy the band Corn, you might want to leave.
I mean,
All right.
No
Go to the next
judgment.
slide, please. Name the members of Corn.
oh God.
One more slide. Hit. 3 have really silly names. What else going on?
Sure. Is one of them cornbread?
Huh?
Is one of them cornbread?
He legally changed it after doing the dance.
Oh,
How you
hey.
doing on that?
Ooh, Publix brand.
Yeah, Publix. Did you know the corn fact where did you know you can get cream corn at Publix? Like an hour before the show starts. That's pretty cool.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how does it
It tastes like cream corn.
taste? 1 to 10
That's an
for
interesting
Josh.
answer.
Not a scale. Would you eat it again?
Yeah,
Like that?
yeah.
Would you tell others about your cream corn
I don't think I would tell anybody that I'm eating it. I wouldn't like eat it alone in my house. I'll eat it as a bit. I'll eat it as a bit. But so oh shit,
Oh, we're doing a show.
we're doing a show right now. All right, Andrew.
Oh, I got Freddy Cat, Horny Corny, and Peacock.
Peacock! He's in Fallout Boy. Stop that!
Katie.
What?
Corny McCornface.
Hell yeah.
Kernel Knowledge, Poppy Stalks, and Dave Smith.
Well, Dave.
He does.
I have to use both sides of my slate.
Oh.
Okay, number 1 is Jonathan Davis.
Whoa.
Number 2 is Fielding. Number 3 is Stinky. And number 4 is Lin-Manuel Miranda. And then the most important member, Bagpipes.
Yes. I'll give you 1 for that. I'll give you 2 points for that because a lot of those are accurate.
I may or may have not have lived in the year 2000.
Exactly. All right. We got Head. That's Head. That's Fielding.
Perfect.
That's Monkey.
Oh.
Oh, Monkey, damn
That's
it.
Jonathan.
But Jonathan's possessed by the devil.
Actually, there's also a drummer over here. I kind of cropped him out because he joined in 2007 after I stopped listening, so I don't give a shit about him. Korn is a highly influential American nu metal band from Bakersfield, California, formed in 1993. They are often credited with pioneering and popularizing the nu metal genre. Next slide, please. What's nu metal?
And you, oh.
Andrea's got her answer locked in. I'll give you 2 points for accuracy.
Hey.
Katie.
I like metal, but terrible.
I'll give you points for that. Some of that. Next.
Real time.
For everybody.
For everybody.
I'll give you points for that. Yeah. Nice. Next slide.
Wait, Katie, what was yours, Katie?
Those.
Oh, like metal, but terrible? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Look at that. This is a bunch of nu metal bands. We got Korn. We got a Limp Bizkit. Look at those guys up there in their little weird outfit. We got Slipknot right there in the middle with their masks and everything. We've got Papa Roach.
Yeah.
That's Papa Roach. I didn't know that was Papa Roach. I didn't know that's what they look like. Linkin Park is credited as nu metal. I guess I see it. Yeah. And Static X, Deftones. They look like the most normal people.
Yeah. It looks like a Christian band.
One for the audience for that. And Static X. Look at that guy.
Look at that.
Look at that guy.
Just like a Slim Jim guy.
Yeah. He snapped to a Slim Jim.
He would slap into a Slim Jim.
All right, so we're approaching the end of our show here, y'all. So we're gonna we got one more game.
Woo! Is it
More
about
song.
Slipknot?
Korn
Yes, Hell yes!
Korn has over 200 songs in their catalog, and with new music on the way,
Oh,
they're
yay.
pretty consistent. You gotta get it more on. So I've got a list here, and you have to decide whether they're a Korn song or not. I'm gonna ask you to keep track of your own points for this. All right, first one, Children of the Corn.
No.
This is K-O-R-N. Actually, I'm gonna do track of points for you.
Do you want us to write this down or just
I got it.
say it?
Just say it.
No.
No.
That is a real song. That's a Korn song.
Really?
That's a Korn song. Field of Dark Dreams.
Yes.
Shut up!
I'm gonna say no.
Right.
I'm gonna say no.
I'll say yes.
All right, Bex gets a point. That was not. I made that up. All right, let's get this party started.
I'm gonna say no.
That is a Korn song.
Oh my god!
That's
All right,
Oh, that's what I was like. No, Will I Am was not in Korn.
all right. The next one. Alive.
Yes.
No, that's a Pearl Jam song.
Yes.
All right, Katie and Andrew get a point.
Yeah.
That's a Korn song. That's a Korn song.
But it was
Dead.
also a Pearl Jam song.
The next one is Dead.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Last one's
Yes.
Alive. This one's Dead.
Yes.
Gets a point.
Okay.
Somewhere between life and death.
Ooh.
Yes.
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 No.
He's
Bitch, we got a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, that's a corn song. That's a corn
Yeah.
song.
That makes sense.
The past. The
No.
past.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Katie and Bex get a point. That's a corn song. In the future.
No.
No.
Yes.
Katie and Andrea get a point. It was not. I made that up. Right now.
No, that's a Van Halen song.
No.
I'm gonna say yes.
Andrea gets a point.
Corn are plagiarists. They're ripping off Pearl Jam and Van Halen.
Ass itch.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. For
Yes.
eating all the corn.
Katie and Bex get a point. Cameltosis.
No!
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Katie and Andrea get a corn song.
My favorite.
Grundle snatch.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'll say no.
I'm gonna say no.
Katie and Bex get a point. I made that up. It's gonna be the first single off my new album.
The fleshy fun bridge.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
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 Everybody gets a point. Corn song. Just a straight up F word.
Yes.
It's like not like that, but like just the F word.
F slur.
No.
No.
The
The F word.
No. It's like it's the one that's a slur against.
Do you need a gay person to say it?
Correct.
The word.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's the corn song.
Just
That's the
saying,
corn song.
Jonathan Davis is singing about himself in that song. Just saying. Okay, fine. You don't like to challenge
All right.
gender roles, okay?
All right. We just got a few more left. Wake up, hate.
Yes.
Yes, that is the corn song. You're right. Wake up, hate.
No, that's a Nine Inch Nails song.
Every time you said that.
I'm gonna say
I'm
yes.
gonna say no.
What was your answer?
I'm saying no.
Katie gets a point. That's
Oh,
the corn song.
Every.
Hating.
Hating?
Hating.
Yes.
Yes.
Gets a point. All right, the hating. That's a point.
Hating, the hating. Like, what's the final form of this?
When will this
have
end?
hated.
When will this end?
When will this
I'm
end?
gonna say no.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the last one. That's Katie and Bex get a point. All right. I got a lot of counting to do, so we're gonna see one more. Sorry, I got an in conclusion thing. In conclusion, corn is very deeply embedded in the American way of life. But if there's one thing more American than corn, that's money, baby. All right. All right. Last survey question. Build a dream style. You are told to build it, and they will come. What are you building?
A duffel bag with 3 million inside it. No units, so 3 million is open to interpretation.
Okay.
Katie in this one. All three of you are going to be what? Repeat that?
A duffel bag with 3 million inside it, but what that 3 million in it is open to interpretation.
That's your scene. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
For the last time, I am sick of coming in your bedroom and finding a mess. Now, you're just gonna open that duffel bag up and unpack it?
Mama, listen to your mother. Mama, I ain't gonna open no duffel bag right now. Not while Daddy's in the room, Mama.
Open that bag up and clean it out.
Mama.
I'm sick of coming in here and smelling these smells.
Mama, Diddy is right there.
You obey your mother. Now open that duffel bag.
Get in there. Let's see.
It looks like it's crammed with 3 million or something.
I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna open it
I
right
have to take
now.
off my belt.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jenna,
no,
we'll
no,
get that
no,
bag.
you ain't gotta take
Get
off
it.
the belt now. No,
Get
I
it.
just want you to understand that I don't want you to think the wrong thing about me, alright? But it's just a bunch of chord CDs. That's it. I just went down.
All right. All right. Or, no, sorry. Okay, great.
The winner is you.
All right, we got our winner, everybody. It's gonna be drum roll. Our winner tonight is Katie Steenerson. Sam. And your prize today.
Corn speech.
Woo.
Sorry, I'm tripped up. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to win a 4-pack of corn. They said I couldn't do it, but I proved them all wrong.
All right. This is the part of the show where I ask y'all if y'all want to plug anything. Everybody's got stuff coming up in the near future, right? Katie, let's start with you, the winner. Do you have anything that you want to plug or anything like that? This is your moment. It's your
Stand
moment.
Up Meets Improv show here at that Saturday night at 9.
Stand Up Meets Improv. I'm in that. Andrea's a part. Andrea's running that, or the coach, coordinator for that.
That's what SUNY stands for.
Stand Up Meets Improv. Yeah, that's what that stands for. Andrea, do you have anything that you would like to
I
plug?
do. Coming up June 24th, it's a Tuesday at the Comedy Zone. Shelton Ridge loved one, most hilarious this year, so he's going to be our headliner. It's a stand-up show. It's for his big gay goodbye, and they'll be featuring myself, Shelton, Kenneth E. Hughes, and Jazz. Really fun show. You can get tickets. It's June 24th, a Tuesday, and you go to Comedy Zone's website and get tickets.
Nice. Thanks. Do you have anything that you would like to plug?
Yes, I do. Starting this Friday at 7:30 p.m., Josh Kelley and I, along with a host of many other people, are going to be in a show called Sci-Fi Summer. Alchemy Comedy presents Sci-Fi Summer. It is going to be a science fiction themed comedy show. We will have improv, short form games. We're also going to have some science fiction sketches, and we're going to put on at the end of the show. We're going to create a whole science fiction epic movie for you on the spot. It is running until the end of August, Friday night, 7:30 p.m. in this theater.
Great, yeah. On June 27th, I'll be part of a show called Dungeons and Drag Queens. This is going to be a charity event at Swanson's Warehouse. And that's going to be fun. You can go to Swanson. Brandon, tell us a bit more about it. You have more information than I do.
Yes, you can pre-order tickets from the Swanson's Warehouse website.
Nice. Fantastic.
And it's to benefit the Queer Wellness Center, right? Or is it
Uplift
Uplift Outreach? That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
The last time they had the show was around, we raised over $1,000 for a very good cause.
If you're not familiar with what Uplift does, it works with our LGBT youth in town, particularly trans youth, helps with emergency housing, counseling support groups, and all kinds of resources. They work really hard for our LGBT youth. They're amazing.
We got upcoming shows, y'all. We got July 9th, National Cow Appreciation Day. We got August 13th, National Prosecco Day. Who knows? We might see a fun hillbilly that day. Who knows? August 28th, National Power Ranger Day. September 10th, National TV Dinner Day.
TV Dinner Day?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Follow me, Deep Dive JK on Instagram. He just desperately needs the follow. Yeah, that's it,